the maintenance light of the Honda Accord. And normally this will show a percentage for your oil life, but I have gone past the 0% and now it shows negative miles. Do not let your vehicle do this, as it can cause faster wear to your engine. So let's open our hood. And always remove your oil cap first. And lift the vehicle up. The engine bolt from the vehicle is not that far from the passenger side tire. And the appropriate size will be a 13mm, and it will be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And before you remove it, make sure you have your oil pan on the bottom of the engine oil pan. Once it has been loosened, I simply grab it and push it in so the oil does not just pour out right away and the screw falls inside the do be careful, as it will be hot if you just warmed up the engine. So if it is hot, just let the bolt fall into the oil catch pen. And let the oil drip out. And for the oil filter, it is on the passenger side tire. For the oil filter, you will need one of these tools, and all you will simply do is put it in, and same, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. Once it has come loose, you can simply remove it with your hand and let the oil pour out. Now when you do remove this, push it inward so that way it does not fall, as the oil filter does also contain oil in it. Try to be able to hold it in your hand. If the car was just turned off, the oil filter will be hot. And then we always have our furry spiders with us. Once you have removed the oil filter and the oil bolt, simply put everything back together. Put your oil bolt back in. Hand tighten it. And once it's hand tightened, grab the tool, 13mm wrench, and tighten it all the way. Hand tighten it to where it feels nice and tugged. Wipe any oil that is left behind, and now you're ready to put the oil filter back in. For the oil filter, simply put some oil on top. Like that. And I'll put it back in. And again, hand tighten, and then just give it a nice tight. And once it has been hand tightened, simply grab the tool and give it a nice tight. And then again, wipe any excess oil. Now that everything has been put back, the oil filter and the oil bolt, take everything out and put the oil in. And now this is the V6 model of the Accord, so it does take 4.5 quarts of oil. When you do an oil change and you're changing the filter as well, it takes 4.5 US quarts. If you are just changing oil and not the filter, that will only take 4.2 US quarts. But as we can see, for the 4-cylinder model, it is also almost the same. 4.2 without the oil filter, and with the oil filter it is 4.4. Okay, each one of those little lines on the right side is 1 quart. So we'll be pouring the whole bottle up until we reach in between the bottom first line and the bottom of the bottle, so it would be left behind this much. And so always it's best to put just a little bit less than putting way too much more. Now to reset the maintenance light, simply turn on the vehicle but do not start the car. Once you are there, make sure the screen is on the oil life screen. And simply hold the button for 10 seconds until it starts to blink. Once it starts blinking like that, let go of the button and then press it again for 5 more seconds. And now you have reset the oil life maintenance light. Once you have done all of that, simply start the engine and let the oil flow through the engine. And you are done. Thanks for watching.